YouTube, this is Randy for Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works. I want to apologize first and foremost, and I've said this a couple weeks in a row. I am sorry that I skipped last week. If you've been watching my channel, which is Randy for Change, my last couple weeks I've just been kept saying that I am so busy. I just want to let you know I didn't forget about you all. I'm not ignoring you all. I'm not trying to hide from anybody. I am just super crazy busy. So if you want to learn more about my crazy life, run over to my Randy for Change channel, because I'm not going to blabber on about it here, because you guys want to learn about other things. So I'm going to give you a 2-for-1 this week, because I missed last week's topic. So I'm going to talk about last week's topic as well as this week's topic. So first and foremost, last week's topic: do you plan your meals in advance? Does this help you stay focused and lose or maintain your weight? I have not gotten on the bandwagon of planning my meals yet. I should, though. Especially right now with my busy schedule, I should definitely be doing it. I think it really just comes down to a laziness thing. When I'm not at school or I'm not at work and I'm at home and I'm not at the gym, or I'm just in my own downtime where I have nothing else to do, I just am the type of person that wants to relax. Especially with all the different things that are going on right now, I just haven't got to it yet. I definitely hope to someday, because I think I can really see the convenience in it, and also, you know, really helping with losing and or maintaining weight. If you've got everything planned out all week, it's ready to go, just grab it. Definitely want to do it in advance. You know, it's basically like you're making your own like smart ones or lean cuisines, which is really smart. It's just, like I said, grab and go. And then also you've got all the, you know, all the nutritional information already planned out, and, you know, you can track your calories even easier. So if you haven't done it yet, I'm definitely pro planning. I just haven't gotten to the planning part yet. So if you are interested in planning your meals, I would definitely check out some of Banded Wendy's videos. She talks about planning meals all the time. So definitely check her out, whether on the Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works channel or on her own personal Banded Wendy channel. Next topic, this week's topic. What do you know now about weight loss surgery that you did not know or expect when you were pre-op? Tons of things. All kinds of things. I'm kind of winging it this week because, like I said, I am so busy, so I'm just going to try and think of a couple things that are off the top of my head. Definitely one thing, going into pre-surgery, my surgeon and the different nutritionists and people who had the surgery beforehand definitely told me, you know, this is not the magic pill. You know, there's got to be some work that you have to do. You've got to exercise. You've got to do this, right? And I listened, and I said, okay. But in the week that I finished, or the week after I got my surgery, and I lost 10 pounds, I thought, whew, that was easy. You know, I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to work out or anything. Yes, I knew I had, you know, I was only on liquids and things like that. But I thought, maybe I'm the exception. Of course, I'm sure everybody's thought that. So in my first 6 months or so, I didn't really exercise. It was very spotty. I didn't count my calories. I didn't count my protein. The only way in which I watched what I ate was the portion of what I ate. I didn't, you know, I was still eating the foods that had got me in the situation, you know, here and there. I mean, not like, I'm not trying to say that I was gorging myself or things like that, but I was definitely, you know, I wasn't eating the things I should have been eating. I was just eating smaller portions. So I wish I would have really listened to myself more, because I feel, even though I did lose weight, it probably could have happened a little bit more faster than I would have liked. You know, the weight came off very slow. Not until I started watching YouTube and really paying attention to what I was supposed to be doing did I really start, you know, my weight loss start to pick up. And that was this past September. And like I said in some of my other videos, my surgery was in January. So it took me a good 8-9 months to really realize that, you need to do what you're supposed to be doing. So that's one thing. You know, I wish I really would have listened to myself. What else? Something else, I mean, not so much related to weight loss surgery, but kind of this whole process. I never expected that I would be able to run. I always wanted to be able to run. I've watched a couple of my friends who are, were in cross country in high school or ran track and then did it in college, and they just ran so effortlessly. And even when I was in college, people would just run around campus, and it just looked so effortless to me. And I always wanted to do it, but it was kind of one of these things that I would try and run for 30 seconds and thought I would die, and so I gave it up. But trying out the C to 5K program, the Couch to 5K, and how they built me up on it, I ran 4 miles this past weekend. With almost, I stopped a couple times, but for the most part, I ran 4 miles. 6-7 years ago, I would have never thought I could do that. I'm training to run 10 miles. Not possible, a couple years ago. Never expected that. So some of the possibilities that, I don't know, I think it's because I've lost some weight that I have a little bit more confidence in myself, and I've lost some weight and it makes it a little bit easier to run. So maybe that's how you could tie it back to weight loss surgery. I don't know. But, that's one thing I never expected to be able to do, and I'm really proud of myself for doing it. The other thing I didn't know or expect when I was pre-op, I didn't know that I would find such a great community. One of the questions a few weeks ago on ProofWLSWorks was, what's your support system? How do you get support for this? And my number one, other than my family, was YouTube, or is YouTube, because it is such a great support system. And I never expected to have that. I wasn't the type that liked to talk a lot about myself, but now, I seem to can't shut up about myself when I do my videos. And that came through YouTube, with the support and feedback that I get from everybody. I could never have expected that, so it's fantastic. Like I said, there's a million different things I'm sure that I could come up with that I didn't know or didn't expect, but I'm going to stop rambling for now and kind of jump back into my busy schedule because I've got 15 million different things to do. So those are just a couple thoughts that I have about what I didn't know or didn't expect pre-op and what I do know now. So thanks for watching. I will try and be on time next week. Hopefully. Otherwise, you can check me out on Randy for Change, or you can check out my blog, which is randydoeslife.tumblr.com. And that's about it. So check out next week. Other than that, see you later. Bye.